Ja, wir sind frisch hier von der Pressekonferenz vom Triathlon Ratingen. Morgen das Elite-Rennen von Pushing Limits organisiert und auch internationale Konkurrenz ist am Start. Hier der amtierende Weltmeister 70.3, Gustav Iden aus Norwegen. Und ich versuche mal ein paar Interviewfragen und Antworten aus ihm rauszuholen. Auf Englisch versteht sich, aber ich denke mal, ihr könnt ganz gut folgen. Ja, Gustav, welcome here in Germany, in Ratingen. How excited are you about the race tomorrow?
I'm really excited. I had a chance to prove my form at the World Cup in Karlovy Vary last week. Sadly, I was knocked out by food poisoning, so I was like 2 days in the bed and on the toilet, and it was not a very pleasant experience. So I feel like this is like a redemption race. So I'm coming in here fueled by both some angry emotions and some winning emotions. So I hope they will fuel me to victory tomorrow.
All right, yeah, speaking of the race tomorrow, you're kind of the non-secret favorite of the race. How do you feel about that position? What's your own opinion on that?
Yeah, I have to say that in my eyes, I also am one of the favorites for sure. Even though I'm like a non-draft guy, really, I still won a non-draft event last year, which turned out to be pretty big. So hopefully I will be standing on the top of the podium tomorrow. But as of now, I don't have a TT bike, so still going to use my road bikes, but with some air extension. I don't think the penalty, like the aero penalty, will be too big in this course because it's quite a challenging course with a lot of up and down and turns. So I think my road bike will still do good.
Okay, so do you think the bike course is for your advantage or more disadvantage for you?
It is a disadvantage to use the road bike, but I think it's going to be good, and hopefully I will prove my run will be good enough for 500 extra euros.
All right, so what's your race strategy? On which discipline do you focus the most?
I think it comes down to the run, as always in a triathlon, like that's where we finish. So hopefully I will just stay with the first one at the swim and with the first one at the bike. And then at the run, I hopefully will have something left in the tank and then just really push it to the end.
For us in Germany, it's very special to have a guest from Norway in a normal triathlon event here. What's the situation back home in Norway? Have you any races to attend to, or what's the scene there?
We had the Norwegian Championship going on some weeks ago. Of course, I was away doing the World Cup and World Championship, so I couldn't compete in the Norwegian Championship. But we have some races going on in Norway. So the triathletes back home, they're still able to race.
All right, so speaking of the WTS race in Hamburg, how happy or unhappy are you with your performance?
I'm really happy with the team performance. That we came fourth in the relay, that was extremely well, and I didn't think we could do any better than fourth. So be able to pull it up was actually something I'm really proud of. The individual performance, I would say, was just average. I didn't feel like at top, but I still managed to do, for me, okay. I guess like top 15 somewhere. I don't even remember where I finished. So yeah, it was okay, but not great.
Okay, so we just heard the race record for this race tomorrow is 1 hour 44 minutes and 41 seconds. Are you challenging the race record course?
Yeah, of course. I will always give my hardest tomorrow. So I think it's within reach. I tested out the bike course a few days ago because I've been here for some days. And from my experience, it's possible to beat the record, so it's not unbeatable, but everything has to go as planned, and yeah, I will try my best.
Okay, so for a fast race, you need strong competition. What are your main competitors tomorrow?
I seen the start list, and I know there's a lot of tough guys on the start line. My bet is Simon. Simon Hansleit. He's really strong on all disciplines, and he's a hungry athlete, so he's really pushing to always better himself. So that's my guess for the place behind me, I would say.
Okay, interesting. We will see that tomorrow. Yeah. Maybe you can give us a little review of your late season or triathlon season this year as it has gone so far. Are you happy? Are you looking forward to some more races, or already focusing on the next season?
Yeah, I'm happy how the triathlon community has been able to pull up some races at least. So like 2 months ago, I wasn't really sure that it's going to be happening any races. So be able to at least do some and actually compete in the World Championship, that was pretty cool. I'm still waiting for, maybe I could do the Daytona race later this year. So, but the situation in the US, it's much worse than in Europe. So I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I really hope so, because Daytona was an event I'm looking forward to. But I'm still going to race our French Grand Prix in Les Herbiers with my French team Valence, and I hopefully also will race in the World Cup in Italy later this year.
All right, so you're a very international athlete. Do you have an international training group as well back in Norway, or are you just training with your guys?
So I'm basically only training with the Norwegian national team. So sometimes at races we train or meet up with some other guys, but mostly we are with only Team Norway train together.
Okay, yeah. So we're very excited to see you racing tomorrow, see what your training has put out there, and then the best luck for tomorrow.
Dankeschön.